Hello everyone, we're back with Fate Grand Order with the Atlantis chapter. When we last left off, we're on Hecate's Island. We just found about this one. I tried looking up like Greek statues, try to find like hooded person. I couldn't find out who this is. My initial guess was Hades, but looking at Hades' statue, that's not at all how he's portrayed. Who else could this be? Like, Discord? I don't know. Anyway, Hephaestus, god of blacksmiths. Oh, right. I'm stupid. It's probably Hephaestus. That'd make a little sense. Just a bit. Do we have the volume at? Yeah, okay. Lord Odysseus, there's something we need you to take a look at. Someone's been contacting us anonymously. They're just repeating their words. This is Ayaya Island over and over. Ayaya Island. Is there even an island by that name in Atlantis? Send it over to me. Go on. You're all dismissed. Hello. My apologies for contacting you like this, Odysseus. Just everything is going well on your end? Can't say I care for your tasting codes, Kristaria. Don't know what you're thinking, using facts that didn't happen in my history as a cipher. Oh! Right. Duh. Yeah, I'm just turning that up a little. Sorry about that. But you see, I want to ensure that this conversation remains strictly between us. As such, I hope you can understand why I wish to avoid using my personal line. I see. So you want to keep whatever this is about a secret from Olympus. Oh, so he never meant Kirky, Sursh in this. What are you up to? That you and Zeus the Demiurge are staunch allies. In fact, my understanding is that there's no one at all on Olympus who poses even a remote threat to you. True. One can never be too careful. We have authorization to command Artemis at the moment. But for all we know, there could be someone outside the chain of command who wants to take control for themselves. That is why I'm taking these extra precautions. Does this mean you'll be coming here yourself? Alright. What can I do? I want to know which island Chaldea will be arriving at next, so that I'll only need to teleport once. I hardly need to fight them yourself. Oh, okay, I do remember actually fighting him in Atlantis. Well, spoiler. There simply isn't anywhere for them to flee to on these waters. Even if there were, they couldn't keep it up for long. Having a prayer of setting foot on Olympus without facing me first. So why would you waste your time just to put yourself in harm's way? There's nothing wasteful about this at all. As the leader of the Cryptors, it is essential that I settle matters with Chaldea personally. I see. I didn't take you for the sort to mix business with pleasure. You're making a foolish, typically human decision, but if you're determined to go through with it, I have no reason to stop you. I'll let you know where Chaldea is as soon as we've confirmed their location. Also keep quiet about this to your servants. Yes, I'd like to keep Canis out of this. But don't worry, we'll be taking the... I don't know how to say their name. Dioscuri along for protection. It's, So those are the two. They're like Gemini, right? Castor and Pollux, I think. They're magnificent divine spirits who know how to serve Olympus properly. Same cannot be said of Canis. They're two brothers in Greek mythology, though. It's so hot in my room, I could really use my fan on. But my microphone is like jury-rigged up. So if I get up, there's a 50% chance it just collapses. I'll keep my promise. No one besides me will know you mean to come here. However... Oh. Did not promise to restrain anyone who might already be present. Kristaria certainly has terrible luck. The thought that you would be here even crossed his mind, given how much you despise us. Yeah, I bet. Believe me, your face is the last thing I want to see right now. And did I pick a heck of a time to stop by to clean my spear? This is the worst. Absolute gosh darn worst. Okay, I'm gonna get up to turn on the fan. It's too hot. Wait, hold on. I've heard OBS has a pause button somewhere, so I don't have to render. I don't see it anywhere, though. I've heard it exists. I swear I've seen it before, too, but... Okay, we're back. I did knock my mic over when I got up. Terrible luck, I'll say. He's never had luck on his side in his dang life. I have no interest in ignoring Kirstaria's trust issues. If you have any objections to this arrangement, tell me yourself and leave me out of it. Now you better believe I'm gonna object. Object my spear right through his gosh darn head, pardon my French. You know, I always imagined they were like buddy-buddy, Canis and Kirstaria. So mad I can hardly see straight. Only 2 more times my butt, pardon my French. That son of a gun and his freaking plan. What did you just say? 2 more times for what? Oh, I think I've heard this actually. You want to know what he told me when we formed our contract? Fine. He said my plan is perfect. You can already see how this will all end. I expect I'll fight only 2 more times before Olympus is reborn. I feel like I remember reading this back when Atlantis came out. And one of those times is going to be with those freaking weaklings? That guy. That gosh darn guy. Part of my French times 3 or 4, I guess. That does it. I'm tired of playing it nice. Kirstaria can find out once I've taken care of Chaldea myself after I wiped them from the face of the earth. Oh, this is good. This is getting far more competitive than is necessary. Well, whoever finds them first, be it my troops, Canis, or Kirstaria, it's clear that Chaldea's days are numbered. Enemy or not, I almost feel sorry for them. I remember, so we do end up fighting Canis. I mean, that should be pretty obvious, but... Oh, okay. Deimos? Never heard of them. Yeah, but I remember they don't have like their unique animations. They just have like generic like, well, I think they're just like default Lancer animations. Oh yeah, I did Marie Antoinette's strengthening quest finally. This works. It's caster and rider, so I assume that's not Canis or Kirstaria. Ooh, we fight him. He's a caster. We're bringing Maeve out. What do we do? I don't know. I mean, it should be obvious. It's a scripted 5 turns. It ends. All right. There should be something on Deimos Island that can lead us to our next lead. So Hecate, like I had heard the name before. Deimos, I have never heard this name before, or maybe I have, but it's, you know, I've completely forgotten it. See, Orion will be coming with us this time. I'll do my best. Yes, we should strive to do that. Like a mismatched team up. You know, the setting seems a lot more like the remains of the gods we've seen than it does, well, an island. Yes, it does. It's hard to walk on, and every step you take seems to be a clanking sound. Sure there's another servant we can recruit here? Assuming Medea's intel is accurate, yes. According to her, there's supposed to be an assassin somewhere on this island. An assassin, huh? Oh, I think I know who that is. Oh no, what if they end up taking over my place on the team? Relax. Nobody's taking over for you. I mean, it's not like you're any help outside of anti-personal combat anyway. Hey, I cook and clean and do laundry too. Oh, that's nice of her. So does Mondricardo. Nobody has to remind him. So it's not like I'm going to do that sort of thing. Food isn't something you make, it's something you take. Hey, sound like a pretty stuck-up king. I am a king. Well, strictly speaking, we suppose we ultimately failed to become a king, but nonetheless. We switched over to the royal we like it was the most natural thing in the world. Okay, glad that gets called out. I used to be a king too, for what it's worth. Really? I didn't know that. But she's eavesdropping. Well, I didn't end up spending like half my life traveling around like some sort of adventure. An adventure? Ooh, I like the sound of that. I'd love to be one too. Adventure isn't the sort of thing you embark on by choice. Just a word we use to pretty up the idea of going down an unexpected, difficult path where you never know what might happen with your every step. Because without prettying it up, people would be so afraid to go down a path like that they'd never take a single step onto it. Huh. There's a lot more substance to that argument than I was expecting. In a sense, one could certainly make the claim that describing an ordeal as an adventure is obfuscating the truth. I said that right. Definitely sounds like something you'd say. Me? Well, the reward at the end of my adventure was a bevy of dancing beauties. So it was a treasure well worth risking my life for. Really? You can't say I see any value in treasure that isn't wealth, fame, or status. Well, there is. If you say so. Gosh, even though you two are both Greek heroes, you couldn't be more different. You can say that again. Don't you let me in with the likes of him, Corday. He's just a wild beast, while I'm a bona fide royalty. May I have a moment of your time? Holmes? Wyverns! Breaking air no transmissions if at all possible, yo, because I'm afraid we have something of an emergency. We've detected a staggering number of hostiles from middling to large size not far from your location, so I'd urge you to take all reasonable precautions. Alright, we're leaving. Step decision. That was fast. Still, I guess it's better than to be safe than sorry. What's the point of adding another servant to our ranks if we all die before we can do anything with them? Then does that mean... It's a safe bet that our destination lies in the same direction as all those enemies. Oh, that's RPG logic. How do I know? Because my gut is telling me that's how it's fated to go. What if you just took a little peek to see what things are like there? Can't say I recommend such a course of action, but I suppose the circumstances leave us no choice. Are you nuts? Forget it. Even the common chimeras and lamia wandering around are bound to be stronger thanks to the Theos Cleronomia. So what happens if a whole swarm of them catches wind of us? Agreed. Most vociferously agreed. Let sleeping chimeras lie and all that. Jason there is 100% right. Let's just turn around and go straight back the way we came and pretend we never saw this island. Well said, my rotund compatriot. I think you and I are going to get along just fine. Stop saying words I can't pronounce in the span of 5 minutes. You know, Master, surprised all the stress your boss is under hasn't helped him lose any weight. Come on. He's more the sort to gain weight when stressed. Oh, convinced. There you have it, Horsey. Now that your superior and I have hashed things out, all that's left is to leave. Back in Lost Belt 4, like anytime Wardolph was mentioned, it was just fat joke, fat joke, fat joke. I was looking forward to meeting another assassin. That way might have hit it off. It's like, did you hear Gordolph's fat? Can you believe it? That's odd. What is? The hostiles are leaving the area, and at a blistering pace. That's never good. Perhaps they detected something of interest elsewhere. Something chased them away. Wonder what could have possibly happened. You look, you listen to Chimera instincts. If they run away, something scary's there. Let's go on ahead and see for ourselves. Well, these creatures are all gone now. No issue with proceeding on our current path. Although, I'm more than a little worried about all this. Something seems off. Got it. Alright then, let's go see what this assassin person looks like. Wah! Nemo, Professor! Are you okay? You say think so? Sorry, must have stepped on something slippery. Hahaha, clumsy fool. Doesn't matter how slippery the ground may be, a true hero would never... Never what? Even the greatest heroes stumble from time to time. I love this man. But the fact that they're always able to pick themselves back up is what makes them heroes. Oh! Can't believe you managed to spin a fall into a lesson in heroism! Profoundly moved. Guess we'll have to literally watch our step. Yes, Master. Doing my best to be careful not to stumble. Demonic beasts! All lands battle formations. Oh, you guys stumble too? So what's with the stumbling? Is this like a trap laid by the assassin, or is this just they wanted to add a joke in about the beast falling? We'll find out, I guess. Yeah, I remember. I saw that this character was in this Lost Bottle, and it just kind of surprised me that they were like it was a very not Greek character, and B, just a character who hasn't really gotten used much. We'll probably see him here in a second, so I won't say that. I mean, I could, but if I'm wrong, I can just go, oh yeah, I knew it was that character, see? Anyway, what's up with me? I'm still fighting the good fight in Elden Ring. I got Melania to phase 2 for the first time. I'm basically just trying to play like an hour a day. She's... Normally, when I get to a hard Souls boss, I go at him all day, no breaks. you know, full on sweaty mode. Melania does not encourage that within me. Oh, thank you, Nemo. I still think it's a stupid fight, but like, I'm making progress. I died like 3 seconds into phase 2. Because at the start of phase 2, she like flies off and then just dashes at you, and I was not expecting that to happen. Well, she dashes at you, then she like dashes back. Well, so it's like 2 hits. Look, let's pretend I'm the Sphinx. She goes up here, she dashes, she goes behind the Sphinx, and then she dashes back to end me. See? Or something like that. The special skill I got was very helpful. Oh, so, okay. I mentioned this before. I've been watching The Mandalorian. Watched 4 episodes. Episode 4 I wasn't really into. It was... like, yeah, it was a little... Is campy the right word? I've never really... that might be the right word. Let's just say cheesy. Oh, maybe she was skill sealed. That's why we didn't use it. Huh. So I've got a theory that would turn the episode from like a 5 out of 10 to like a 7 out of 10. You see, there's this lady in it who's like portrayed as like a potential love interest for the Mandalorian to develop the character of someone who hardly talks. That was, at least in that episode, her purpose in the narrative. And so two things you need to know about her. One, for some reason, this lady knows how to use a gun like really good, and no one else does in the village. Like, it's just this village in the middle of nowhere. They farm like shrimp. And 2, she tried to take off his helmet while some guy was trying to snipe at him. I'm convinced she is like an evil, I don't know, Darth Vader spy. I don't know Star Wars lore. Who was trying to kill the Mandalorian to, I don't do to kill the baby Yoda. She's in on it. Because, you know, she's trained with weapons. Because she had when Darth Maul's special training. I don't know who Darth Maul is. That was a difficult battle, though not for the usual reasons. Something about slipping that really causes you to shrivel up, if you know what I mean. Let's check how many times you all slip. What do you mean? Let's be nice being the one who's just giving orders. Never have to worry about literally falling down on the job. Oh, so is that what all the skill seals were? I actually read the buff name for them. No, that's slipping and stumbling. Rearrange my hands and face into a bear's mug. Dude, it just does that sometimes. I wouldn't call that new in your case. Look, I'm a simple man with simple goals. In the future, I just want to be a panda so that women everywhere will love me. Is that so wrong? Oh, hurting all over? That's not even counting the blow to my pride. Don't know how often you fall. It's whether your glasses remain intact. And they broke. They immediately crack. Well, at least we're down here now. Might as well keep going. Let's do it. Oh. Serves you right. I assume that was us. Okay, now that my spears are lifted, let's keep going for real this time. Here, Master. Let me help you up. Thanks, Mashu. Not at all. As these servants, the least I can do. Next time, can like Charlotte help us up? Or Mondricardo? Or Jason, even. Shut up, Jason. Ouch, that's harsh coming from you. Okay, what's next? Battle or 0 AP? There's 4 arrows, right? 2 more? Yeah. Archer? Is that like the Chimera? It's probably what's creating all this slipping around. Should I bring her just to be safe? Like an AoE? Yeah, I think so. And let's swap you out, Maeve. Can we fit in? Yep, okay. Scotty's not actually the best choice here, but you know, she works. I don't feel like going back and switching out. 50% battery charge is nice. Yikes! That happened here. Place is destroyed. Wait, there's something else here that's been destroyed. What are these things? Cubes? Because they look like some kind of defensive weaponry. Maybe that monster horde wrecked this place and moved on once they got bored. Alright, I'll stay here and keep a lookout. You guys go ahead. Rest of you, get those banana machines and get out. Understood. Thank you, Jason. The interior still seems to be intact. There's something a little different about this place compared to the ones on the other islands. Like, what's this? Looks like some kind of nameplate. First blush, these would appear to be the ancient Greek letters. They're just different enough not to qualify. We need more samples. Is there anything else we can use for reference on these letters? I'll go. I don't think I'll be much use for anything else here, so I'll see if I can find anything related to these letters. In the meantime, there's no reason to wait, so let's use the nano machines now. Alright then, I'll go ahead and bust out my usual workaround. Huh? Oh, intruders detected in the supply system. Proceeding to eliminate. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That gotta be good. They patched the bug? That Titan seems to have alerted some functional models of those defensive weapons we saw earlier. Crap, this is all my fault, isn't it? It's so embarrassing I could die. It's like we'll just have to fight our way out of this. Understood. You're right, we're intruders. Well, I'm sorry we have to do this. We're not gonna let that stop us from eliminating you. Okay. I've been meaning to go over this. Just a list of plot hooks? Or not plot hooks, I don't know, the things that are gonna happen this last bout. I've been wanting to go over this. I've done it in my head a little. So first off, things that the servant Odysseus summoned. I think that's number one. I mean, so far the most well, assuming we run into them, which very well we could not have. I think it's plausible it's actually Charlotte, but at first I thought the timeline with that didn't work. Like, I remember back when she was introduced, something was weird about her. I forget the exactly what it was, but something was up, right? But I thought the timeline of it didn't work. I thought she'd been around a lot longer, like months. But she mentioned coming to this island for like 3 days. I'm lagging a little. So she very well could have only gotten here like in the last week, which I think would fit with kind of the timeline of Odysseus preparing for us to come imminently. And why am I lagging? Do I don't have anything open. Oh, I have iTunes. Is iTunes lagging me? I use that to listen to podcasts. I probably should have used this attack up, huh? Glad I brought out Artorial Lancer, by the way. Then I might end up, you know, a single target, but... So, very glad I brought it. Right, so we still have to run into them. That is going to be, I think, a very important plot point. Okay, there's Drake, if she's going to come back. I just feel like they didn't milk her death enough if she were going to be dead. Like, they didn't even show, like, the golden particles, like, of her disappearing or anything. Just, you know, straight gone. So, I think she might show back up. There's, oh, Jason's, yeah, look at that lag. What's wrong? BlueStacks? I mean, my phone recorder. I'm not an emulator, don't be crazy. Well, luckily we won't really notice it once we get into dialogue, the end part, I don't know what to call it. Yeah, so Jason's Mystic Code he got last video? Last chapter? Or 2 before? Recently. They didn't say what it does, meaning it's going to do something very important. That's how it works. Is there anything else? I mean, there is just some knowledge I have. Like, well, I'm trying to think of what I know. Like, we fight Kristaria. We fight Canis. Probably be soon. Maybe we might fight Canis at the end of this chapter, like next battle. Loud car outside. Oh yeah, that guy shows up. I think that guy. You'll know who I talk about when he shows up after the Kristaria fight. At least in my head, that's the most logical point for him to show up at. And also, I know something about Charlotte. Well, I very vaguely know something about Charlotte. And then something I know kind of does fit with the Odysseus summoning thing. Or how I remember reading it. Like, you know, I could have misunderstood it. But I don't think... Oh. I don't know. Until we run into someone that, until we meet the servant Odysseus summon, I'm gonna say it could be Charlotte. And then immediately when the actual servant is revealed, I'll go like, oh yeah, I never thought it was Charlotte to begin with, actually. Alley-oop! That's the last of them. Just what I like. Nice, easy battle. Hey, look in the direction of those things came from. There's a whole passageway over there. Wanna go see what's inside it? I mean, Jason did say there's supposed to be a servant somewhere on this island. That's true, but I don't sense any other servants anyway. Well, they have assassin sense. Well, sense and not sense. Then again, since they're an assassin, they could just be concealing their presence. You stay close to Master Mashu. I'll go scout on ahead. Understood. Huh? And this temple's a lot bigger than I thought. Can't even see where this passageway ends from here. Let's keep going. Roger that. Well, I can't believe how spacious it is in here. It is, isn't it? Still, I'm not seeing anything particularly unusual. I guess this place is. And just took a walk around the whole place. Didn't say anything either. At least we can get a little rest, right? True. Guess I'll sit down for a bit then. Oh? That's new. Is that sand? Ah! Ah! That scream literally curdled my blood. What is it, Master? Oh, a hand! Zzz. Keep it down, would you? Oh, where am I? Who am I? Okay, if I on this scent, then I must be in the ground. The hand is moving! It's the hand that walks by itself! The answer is easy. Cook a ninja art, Earth Evasion. Yep. It's Chiyome. It feels good to breathe worldly air again. You're... This is finally assassin. Mochizuki Chiyome. Bingo! You got it. Wait, that must be Meteor from Chaldea. So, why were you buried in the dirt? I was hibernating. Never heard of a servant hibernating before. Well, it's not because I'm a servant so much as it is because of the Theo's, something or other. Thank you. No, Majikaido! That's the one. Anyway, the servants who went on ahead to Olympus asked me to stay behind and wait for you all here. Said they had left enough information that you'd certainly make your way here eventually. I see. Not end of chapter. What the? This destruction is horrific. What happened here? Well, we did. I see. So you got an error while you try to acquire the Theos Cleronomia by force. Are you the new servant? Are you the assassin? May I ask who these people are? This is Nemo Professor. This is Charlotte Corday. Nice to meet you. I'm Charlotte Corday. Because also, just the thing about her, she's like her and Orion, I think, are the only two servants not part of the Olympus group at some point we've met. Which is fishy. I'm an assassin too, so I hope we can be great friends. Or at least I don't think Orion was. He might have been, actually, I forget. Oh, well, thank you for the warm welcome. I'm Mochizuki Chiyome. It's a pleasure to meet you too. So I should probably introduce myself too. Manjicardo. Oh, did they never meet? Called Chiyome. Sure talks kinda stiff. Can't tell if that's her way of being polite or if she's subtly mocking me somehow. Oh well, guess there's no sense in worrying about it too much. While you were back here, we found more data points for the nameplate we saw earlier. You're not gonna believe this. Turns out that this temple's actually... Master, this temple belongs to Lord Hephaestus. Aw man, Professor just throws up. Ouch. Just when she was about to make a huge announcement, this Chiyome lady goes and steals her thunder. Her. You know how she must be feeling all too well. Wait. Just a moment, please. Isn't Hephaestus one of the 12 Olympians? I'm confused. Did Lord Jason not explain the situation to you? Oh, right. I see. Things must have been adjusted so that the information will only be released once he came to this temple. What are you talking about? First, let us call for Lord Jason. He should be present for this discussion. Okay, I'll go get him right away. So this is one of those memory deleted things. Connecting. Loading. 0 AP. Long lore exposition ahead. Ooh, spooky. Alright, what's this all about? What do you want me to come inside? Question mark? Yeah, my head! Hello, Lord Jason. Long time no see. Then again, it's been difficult for me to keep track as of late, so maybe it hasn't been such a long time. You're Mochizuki Chiyome. Right. This is Hephaestus' temple. Would you be so kind as to explain the situation to Chaldea? I'd do it myself, but everything here is, well, Greek to me. But I'm just the guy now, is that it? Fine, I'll do it. Nemo, go ahead and open a line with a shadow border. Don't worry, this place is clean. Hey guys, what's up? All your vitals are green, so I'm guessing nobody's injured or anything. Well, we got lore, we wanted to share it with you. Well... an anti-wiretap bound at Kyoto? Oh yes, well... It's because we didn't know if you lot would be able to make it here at all. We couldn't let the situation get even worse thanks to some idiot who couldn't even get this far after all. You don't mince words, do you? Yeah, you can start by taking a look at this. How did they know we would start on Hestia Island? Good. Everything's still working? We've got 3 backups in place too. They definitely favor being safe over being sorry. Do you get your memories were sealed away prior to reaching this temple? Not exactly. It's more like my brain was forced to download the information I needed when I got here. Basically, I know how to check the logs of all the servants who have been here, even if I've never been here myself. There we go. Go ahead and play it now. Playback request received from Hephaestus console, executing master authorization. Please keep the master in the designated position. So I just have to stand here? It's gonna shoot me! Don't do it! That's right. Panic! Scan complete. Analysis confirmed. Human of proper human history. Forming master contract being command spell. Speak your name to confirm. Horsey? Gamerlord69? Horsey. Authorizing complete. Initiating prior visitor support mission. Initiating prior visitor support mission. Uploading holographic data. Partial data encryption. Partial data corruption. Reconstitution with substitute data. Initiating playback. Yo! It's the guy who killed David Bluebook. There we go. We'll start recording now. Hello, Chaldea. I'm anonymous. I'm anyone and no one. Wish to keep our true names a secret. Who is this? This is, Could be truly enough to say that. It's Moriarty. I'm calling it Moriarty is this guy. I'll change the way I usually speak to. I'm Archer. Just Archer. Indeed. This Medea? Data about us were to be leaked, it would put us in an even greater danger at Olympus. However, we understand that we cannot all remain anonymous and still ask for your trust. So one of us will need to reveal their true name. Yes, at least we already know you. For y'all, Floyd Jason is with them. Won't be much of a secret that I was here too. I'm Medea, student of the goddess Hecate. Oh, yes, I'll go and reveal my true name too then. Sakata Kintoki, ready and golden. Let's just keep it to the two of us, yeah? Yes, Steve, we better stay anonymous. You think so? Sometimes with information, the timing can be just as important as the information itself. Alright, I don't know anything about that sort of thing, so if you say you're sure, I'll take your word for it. Alright, Chaldea, let's begin in earnest. We don't know how you got here, or who you may have with you. For the purposes of this discussion, we'll assume that you have a decent level, both equipment and servants. And now I expect you'll have discovered this lost spell is probably the strongest and the most habitual of all the lost spells you've seen so far. I also expect you to have a decent idea of the situation here thanks to your interactions with the Atlanteans. Let's go over it now anyway, just to be sure we're all on the same page. All started 14,000 years ago. Fascinating. Now the Indian lost spell's divergence point from proper human history is furthest in the past. This one is far beyond that. 14,000 years ago in proper human history's timeline, all the gods who lived in Atlantis were killed. Oh, is that? What's it? The Fate Extella lore? I haven't played it, so I don't really know it that well. Some believe that a white titan had something to do with their demise. The truth is that nobody knows for sure. Yeah, Fate Extella lore. I need to play it. However, the remnants of Atlantis' civilization eventually made their way to Greece, eventually becoming the mythology of the gods of Olympus as we know them. Putting aside the manner about Olympus was like proper human history for now. Suffice it to say that in this lost spell, the gods survived. The ones who lived in Atlantis continued to flourish, eventually going on to build an Olympus of their own. But apparently, it wasn't all peaceful. Once this titan no longer posed a threat, a rift began to form between several of the 12 Olympians. We don't know why, frankly, it doesn't matter. They're probably just arguing about who to side with. Of course, this conflict never happened in proper human history, since none of the gods existed by this point. At any rate, the Olympian gods fought amongst themselves. The winning side went on to rule Atlantis, and we're walking on the ones who lost, right? As faith in the gods continued, the concept of what the gods were gradually began to change. On average, the people of Atlantis lived for about 800 years. Or they chose to continue to wait for the gods who abandoned them. Timmy! In fact, they are so fervently devoted that they have no qualms about sacrificing their lives for the gods. However, the gods who lost the battle survived. What? Hephaestus, god of the forge, is there right now. Initiating encrypted connection. Looks like someone's trying to say something. Activating automatic response program. The system's been activated. That must mean I was destroyed. Lord Hephaestus! It is I, Mochizuki Chiyome. What? Please answer me. The data I need to answer your queries clearly has been lost. Reason: the head unit where my database was stored has been divided. Reason: strike has severed my head unit during battle. 56.4% of data stolen by Olympus. Detecting Prometheus for your assistance. Demiurge Zeus went berserk. Instead of ending the Age of Gods, chose to remain as its ruler. Some gods supported his decision. Some gods opposed it. There were thoughts, theories, rifts. 12 gods' opposing sides became more entrenched. There was a war, great war on Olympus that began blank years ago. Following 6 units were destroyed. Hephaestus, Athena, Apollo, Hades, Hestia, and Ares. Okay. So that means Aphrodite, Hera, Zeus, obviously. Who are the other Olympians? Is Hermes an Olympian? Maybe? I don't know. Following 6 units continue to rule Olympus. Oh, Discordive. Artemis, Hera, Demeter. Oh, Poseidon and Aphrodite. Right. Forget about Demeter. There is meaning in my existence. Hephaestus' forge unit remains partially intact. Make a new weapon. What does this all mean? Sir Hephaestus, allow me to ensure I understand you. I presume we will need your help in order to fell this last but tree of emptiness. However, you were destroyed in a war that took place thousands of years ago. And the majority of your brain and forging abilities now lie in Olympus' hands. That being said, you are still capable of some manner of forgery with the functionality remains to you. Do I have that right? That is mostly correct, with one exception. The strike that severed my brain, the theft of half my unit, took place within the last year. These acts were performed by a servant siding with Olympus. A servant? Servant managed to cut through a god of this size with a single strike? Well, don't be shy, man. Tell us. What in the world was the servant like? The answer to that question has been lost in consequence of damage to memory storage. What weird servant it was? One we know or one we don't know? You have any other questions? Kinda surprised he doesn't seem to care more about the servant who literally cut him down to size. Suppose this isn't simply how gods think. Rather machines, or you should perhaps say in this case. Seems they value data more than memories. Functionality over data. How can we defeat Artemis? War resources insufficient. Indigenous life forms incapable. At present, there's no weaponry on Earth capable of destroying Artemis. Calculating amount of Theos Clearonomia required to reinforce base power to sufficient levels. Calculation error. So not even the nano machines will be enough. Are you saying there's no substance in the world capable of destroying Artemis? Get Orion. Affirmative. I request that you search for an object. Designation, Divine Construct. Only a weapon that has been imbued with a conceptually high-ranking divine spirit can destroy Artemis. We need a Divine Construct. Indeed. I have little hope of readily finding any servants whose noble phantasm qualifies as such a construct. There's one servant in Atlantis who matches those criteria. True name. I'm trying to think. It's going to be Greek, obviously. It's going to be a bow. Well, presumably, because, oh, come on, it's got to be Orion who shoots her down. Achilles. Oh, Achilles is here. Achilles? Hey, the hero of the Trojan War. Good point. Could easily see a guy like Achilles having a divine contract or two on him. Do you think Manjicardo is going to like him? Probably a lancer. Wait, what if he's a rider? Crap. Does that mean I might be out of a job soon? Could we forge a shield and armor into a noble phantasm capable of destroying a god? Or capable of destroying Odysseus? You know, they work together, you know? I see. So you're the one to forge them in the first place. Then reforging them should be well within your abilities. That's how it is, huh? But okay. The important things that someone can bring Artemis down. Doesn't necessarily have to be me. Sure you're alright with this, Orion? Not really, if I'm being honest. Never wanted to force this responsibility off to someone else. But I also understand painfully well that without a defined construct, there's only so much I can do. All that remains now is the little manner of convincing him to cooperate with us. I believe that will be where you come in, Master. You still have no idea what sort of hero he is, after all. I have him summoned, it's perfect. I don't know. Legend says after he won his duel against Hector, tied the body to his chariot and dragged it around for kicks. Yeah, for like, how long? Like a week or something? That's true, he could be too wild for us to rein in. I'm not saying that's because I'm worried about him displacing me as a rider, because I'm not. At all. At any rate, it would seem Achilles is our next goal. I don't suppose you would happen to know his whereabouts as well. Would you, Sir Hephaestus? I do. I've just uploaded the corresponding map data. Take it. Oh, nice. Don't mind if we do. See, there's a bunch of other data in here as well. Don't mind if we use that too, do you? I do not. Come to think of it, still don't know I have any Theos Clearonomia from this temple, since we got an error when we tried to take them earlier. They re-registered you as valid users. There's no longer any issue. And does this mean it's okay if we take it? Affirmative. My Theos Clearonomia improved durability. Oh, nice. What are we waiting for? There's only enough for 2 servants left. Dang, so there won't be enough to go around for everyone then. I needed to reinforce the Nautilus, so that's one portion accounted for. That or should I choose who gets the other? I'll pass. I don't think even doubling my durability would make me any more useful, so... I've already acquired Lord Hephaestus' Clearonomia for myself. Looks like it's all yours then, Orion. No, that was the original plan. Looks like that I'll pass too. Yeah, something's fishy about it. Why is that? Guess you could say it's my hunter's intuition warning against it. Come on! With that line, we know something's up for everyone who's taking it. Besides, I'm already good on durability. And you should take it, Lord Manjikardo, since you always fight on the front line. Manjikardo! No! Don't do it! Manjikardo! Alright. Okay, I'm ready. I might ask you something else, Sir Hephaestus. Do the other 12 Olympians all possess similar characteristics as you? They are all able to impart abilities similar to their authority. For example, Athena and Cleronomia prove overall combat ability and imbue the recipient with combat ability. She was the god of war, right? Wait, no, that's Ares. Well, is Ares the Greek or Roman one? She's related to the war, though, isn't she? Hades, Cleronomia, provide the recipient with pseudo immortality. Zeus, improve abilities across the board. Poseidon, improve combat ability at sea. Hades, Apollo, Hestia, and Ares no longer exist. Oh, okay, it's Ares. Ares is of war. As I recall, Cleronomia means legacy in Greek. As far as I know, you're still very much alive, no? I named these nanomachines our legacy once it became clear we had become stagnant. Even after 10,000 years, we were unable to create a next-generation panacea that could replace the nanomachines. That was our limit, the point where the gods outlived our usefulness. Since we effectively died at that point, thought the name would be fitting. I see. Can I ask you something, too? Line. Master. I think Hephaestus is waiting for you to ask your question. Why are you going so far to help us? I was wondering that too. What caused the split? Unknown. Insufficient data to respond required due to damage to head unit. What's your best guess then? Answer based on limited remaining data, because it is rational. Having indigenous life forms live independently is far more efficient use of energy than ruling over them. Current Olympus is inefficient. Things that are inefficient should disappear. That is my answer. I see. Rational response indeed. By indigenous life forms, presume you mean humans? I wonder if there's more to it. Like, what if they knew about the alien god, the foreign god, sorry, and like knew their plan? It was like, yeah, that's a bad plan, or that's a good plan. Hephaestus' actions were motivated by neither sentiment nor emotion. Once he had concluded that his enemies were behaving irrationally, he simply chose to side with us. That's pretty much how all the Olympian gods are built. Now they're definitely much more mechanical back than this last fault. Very well then, putting Artemis aside for the moment, still leaves the other two obstacles in our way. Namely, Odysseus' army and Poseidon. So what's up with Poseidon? So he's not dead, but we have a spirit core, or divine core, or whatever. Any information you could share on either would be greatly appreciated. You're releasing data on Odysseus' army. His army appears to draft people from Atlantis into joining, and rapidly improves their capabilities. Data on Odysseus is not available. You don't have anything on him? Accessing this data is risky. I do not recommend it. Expect accessing data on Odysseus would open him up to being hacked. Attempting to access data on Odysseus' army primary weapon, Echidna. Success. Oh. The big spooky... yeah. Echidna? Isn't the demonic beast that gave birth to Cerberus in Greek mythology? One with a woman's head and a snake's body? Okay, yeah, that fits it. It's also Knuckles. Echidna and Knuckles. I see what that looks like. Oh. Yeah, I see it. Chiyome. I shouldn't think of her name. I was like, Titania? No. Unclear. There's evidence that proper human history data were referenced in its creation. It was given Theos Cleronomia to let it mass produce demonic beasts. This accounts for the significant increase in demonic beast population on this island. Just had a thought. Started in our records that an enormous demonic beast attacked us when we first got here. Does a echidna creature produce that one too? Insufficient data. Unable to answer. It's okay if you don't know for sure. Even a guess would be fine. Please tell us, Hephaestus. According to echidna specifications, it's capable of mass producing everything from small to enormous demonic beasts. Considering it was made for the purpose of eradicating Chaldea, there's a strong possibility that it produced the enormous demonic beast that attacked you. Yikes! Thank you for the despair-inducing answer. I estimate that destroying Echidna would lead to the destruction of Odysseus' army. Something wrong, Chiyome? Oh, no, I'm alright. simply have some mixed feelings about the fact that this creature is part snake. I too carry a serpent's curse within my body, you see. Oh wow, I had no idea. But these snakes are cute, right? Indeed. As I am, of course. Wasn't expecting that answer. It's true, you're downright adorable. I suppose that is what I get for trying to make a joke. Oh, question mark? Attempting Nexus data on Poseidon. Success. Damage to head unit detected. Poseidon is no longer capable of the logical thought. Okay, so it's more just kind of go on an autopilot. It's just simply a defensive system that attacks anything invading its territory. Memories, records, emotions, feelings. Everything gone. Erased. Destroyed. Evasion impossible. Conflict inevitable. Advice and best course of action? Hit him with everything you've got. Thank you, Hephaestus. Recommend downloading data about his 3 weak points. His divine cores. That's pretty straightforward. Guess we're gonna worry about Poseidon later then. Makes sense. Let's start with what we can do now. Agreed. After all, the only way to reach the truth of any given matter is to lay facts on top of one another until it presents itself. Alright, I'll start by looking for Achilles, see if we can convince him to join us. Now I'll use my forge unit to create weaponry. Does that mean we need to come back here later then? Negative. My forge unit exists in a separate, safer location. Sending coordinate data. You'll be able to extract it once you encounter Achilles. I see. It operates in the same conditions as my Force Brain download. No more information I can disclose at this time. The shading system shut down. Thank you, Hephaestus. You're cool in my book. So he just says what he wants to say and takes his leave as he pleases, huh? I swear, there's nothing more stuck-up, selfish, or mechanical than a god. Times like this, best to take the deluge of new information one piece at a time. Can't expect Mr. Horsey to juggle all of it at once. Rather than looking ahead to the end goal, we should start by examining our current position, taking one careful step forward at a time. First, we look for Achilles. We can discuss what comes next after that. Sounds good. End of chapter? No, come on! I put food in the oven. You need to stay for an hour. I put the timer for an hour, but I'm getting antsy about it. Like, what if the timer didn't stop? That's 10 minutes ago. Hey, welcome back. So you've still got what you came for? Yes, we did. Indeed. Just the joy radiating from your smiling face is enough to make me want to burst into song. Lucius Blangs, Hidden Eyes, Yahoo ho ho ho! Hoi hoi hoi! Not you too, Master. Hoi hoi! My foe is pressing his face into my back with surprising force. What's this about? Finish analyzing the Hephaestus Clearonomia. They're just as amazing as you'd expect. There are very clear differences between them and the general type. Interesting. What sort of differences are we talking about here? In addition to improving durability, the Hephaestus type also seems to enhance functions related to smithing. Specifically, things like metalworking and imbuing metal-specific properties. For starters, I think they'll help us significantly enhance the Nautilus's cloaking ability. Once we're able to improve its ability to conceal us, we should be able to evade Artemis's surveillance, which will in turn let us move from island to island in greater safety. What do you think, Master? Sounds good to me. Great, leave it to me. Love working on new safety features and things like that. That sounds most reassuring. In that case, by all means, have at it. At last, no, I won't have to take ulcer pills every time we go to another island. Right? I think so. Alright, next up, Thetis Island. I have no idea what Thetis is. We'll find Achilles. Or maybe I do, I'm bad with their names. Thetis, huh? This is on the island named after his mother. Oh, okay. I know who she is. And a quartz. And another needle, probably. Horseshoe! Is it on a needle? We're safe. Glimmers like a meteor. Oh, okay, yeah, that's the Canis fight. I'll see you guys next time with some more Fake Grand Order. I'm gonna go see if my house hasn't burned down. See you guys then. Bye.